All right. Let's see. This thing tells me that it's going live. Oh, okay. Awesome. Um, it says it's starting. There we go. Welcome to another episode of Pro Wrestling Talk, guys.
And today we're going to be talking about the shakeup for SmackDown.
All right. The first person that we want to talk about is the first person that actually got uh, into SmackDown just yesterday night. They announced them on WWE.com.
It was Byron Saxton. And Byron Saxton, he went ahead and made his way to SmackDown, showed him yesterday. And when it showed him yesterday, it did say that he loved the opportunity he was going to be given on SmackDown, which is, I mean, I think for Byron, moving over to SmackDown is going to be good. They usually pick on him, which is what his character was. And the person that's going to be moving over to Raw from the announcers team is going to be David Otunga.
Because if you didn't know who Byron Saxton is, he is an announcer. He has been since, I guess, since he's been on WWE.
No, he was on Nexus.
He was on Nexus. Well,
Otunga was on Nexus,
Otunga
and then
was on Nexus
but
as
they were
well.
both wrestlers, but now they're announcers. Went ahead and made the switch.
Which we saw today. Byron looked like he was having a lot of fun.
He looked like he was having a better time there than Raw. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
from what I saw,
because he does get picked on.
all the time. I mean, from the Raw team, especially the new announcer that's there.
Yeah.
With Michael Cole.
Yep.
But now he's on the SmackDown team, so hopefully he does better there than he did over here in Raw.
Yep. Because like I said today, he just looked like he was having the time of his life.
Well, also Otunga, I feel like he didn't get too much airtime.
Yeah.
When it came down to announcing, I feel like as if JBL and John are the ones that they're the ones that always talk. Otunga was usually the quiet one.
Apart from that, though, the roles that they play is usually, like one of them's bad, the other one's good, and then the other one's like, the one that
Like the mediator, I guess you
yes,
can say. Yeah.
yes. So I mean, the guy that Byron Saxton would play on Raw would be
The guy getting picked on.
yeah, exactly.
So I'm assuming Otunga was the one that's the mediator. So if he was, then I wonder if he's going to be the mediator over here since Michael Cole was the mediator
Yeah.
for Raw.
Yep.
So I guess we're going to see how the characters mesh up there.
It'd be pretty funny seeing Otunga get picked on. That's for sure.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, he's a pretty he's compared to Byron Saxton, he's a pretty big guy. So I don't see that happening in on Raw.
Yeah. Well, on SmackDown, one of the first Raw superstars to go to SmackDown was Kevin Owens, which is the United States champion.
Well, they did mention that he is there for now, but Shane made an announcement saying that he's there for now, but whoever, because Kevin Owens and Y2J, they do have a match coming up at Payback,
which Payback is in San Jose, California.
Not in Chicago.
Not in Chicago.
Backlash is going to be in Chicago.
Yes.
Sorry for the mistake from yesterday.
We
but
messed up. We messed up.
I don't think it was we. I think it was you. But anyways, Kevin Owens is going to be going against JBL for the United States Champion at Payback, and whoever is the winner of that match is going to be officially on the SmackDown roster. So we can either see Kevin Owens stay on there, or we can see a return of Chris Jericho. But keep in mind that he does have a tour coming up, so
it's already going. By the way.
Oh, it's already going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when it gets picked up, I mean, are we going to be seeing less of Y2J, or are we going to be seeing more? And if we do see more of him, I mean, how is that going to play in the SmackDown?
Yeah, I feel like since he is on tour with his band, Chris Jericho might not actually move to SmackDown.
Exactly.
And if he does, then it can go one or two ways. He can be on the Raw side and make less appearances because of his band tour, or he can go on SmackDown, still make less appearances, but that's why he's on SmackDown, because he's not going to be there as long. But the championship,
that's the big question,
yes.
because if he's going to be making less appearances, What about the United States champion?
Yes, very true,
So,
very
I
true.
mean, with Kevin Owens, it's still a little rocky as to who's going to be the United States champion for SmackDown from Raw. So it can either be Kevin Owens or Y2J. That we will find out after Payback. Um, at the beginning of Raw, another person that did come out after Kevin Owens came out from Raw is Sami Zayn.
This guy. We have been waiting, praying for this guy to be going to SmackDown for the longest time.
Yes, because he's the underdog. What is SmackDown? The land of opportunity. So if you put the underdog in the land of opportunity, what do you get? You get somebody, you get a great superstar. Why? Because you know the potential and you know it's there. So if you get that, if the potential's there and he shows it, I mean that superstar is just gonna go up right away.
Yeah, when he came back and it was Baron Corbin at the start of SmackDown, it was Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens, and then after that, Sami Zayn came out, and then boom, just the whole crowd went wild because everybody was expecting him to be there.
Yes.
I was honestly really mad because he said yesterday to Kurt Angle that he wanted to stay on Raw, so I was like, oh, maybe they're not gonna
Yeah,
actually
but he
put him
did
there,
but he did say he said, but I want to stay on Raw, but how much interest does SmackDown have for me? And they said, and then that's when Kurt Angle said they do show interest, and then you saw Sami Zayn leaving, and then he comes back, he goes like, wait, they show a lot of interest. How much? How much interest are they showing? And then he said a lot. So yes, he wanted to stay on Raw, but I think SmackDown, his new home, I feel like as if that is the place to put Sami Zayn. That's the place that where he's gonna rise up to the potential that he does have.
Yep, yep.
I'm definitely a Sami Zayn fan.
I mean, we just saw the last match, and it was against two SmackDown superstars. Baron Corbin and AJ Styles, and his performance was awesome.
Exactly.
Like the fact that he goes up against those kind of people, you would definitely not see that on Raw at all.
I don't see Corbin as a big threat to Sami Zayn, given the fact that he did have a feud with Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman himself is probably two of Corbin's.
But let's be honest, he lost every single one of those matches. So
yeah, but he didn't stand down.
Yeah, but I mean that's because
it's an underdog. Yeah, it's an underdog.
Yeah, but he's not going to stand out. He just wants to be known. That's why he never. But I mean, hopefully he does better. Definitely. Yep. I really, really love Sami Zayn. So I'm rooting. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. There was a tag team that came to SmackDown from Raw. They are probably the worst tag teams that were on Raw. They are Primo and Epico. They definitely either didn't get used right on Raw, or they just, they're too small, to be honest.
They should probably be like cruiserweights or something.
Yeah, like if they ever went their separate ways, they'd probably be both of them would be in the cruiserweight division. I mean,
they look like they have the same body structure as you know who. Like Chavo Guerrero.
Yes, but I mean Chavo Guerrero.
He was a cruiserweight though back in the day too.
Yeah, but he was at least a little bit more. They used him well.
Yeah.
And apart from that, Primo is cousins, I believe.
Carlito.
With Carlito, yeah. If you guys remember Carlito Cabana, the one with the afro.
Well, even for him, when he went heel, his role was really good.
Yeah,
as a
definitely.
heel. But these guys, they barely make appearances.
Hopefully, they stop advertising
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, that's for sure. Because I really don't like the fact that they do that. It's not a commercial, like they shouldn't be doing that.
I feel like they're just embarrassing themselves.
Yeah, so I really hope that they stop doing that, and if they are becoming heel, then I hope that they have
placed right.
Yeah,
Hopefully
they have a different. Right. Yeah, they have pretty much a different kind of thing.
I mean,
they're different gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, today when their debut on Raw, I guess you can say, they went ahead and basically annihilated the Usos, or the Usos and American Alpha.
Yeah,
they went after both tag teams, basically making a statement saying, "Hey, we're here and we're just letting you guys know that we're coming for you." And with that being said, hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot more of them being played as a heel, maybe. Yeah. And if they are being played as a heel, hopefully they're using them correctly as a heel, because the storyline right now for SmackDown, it's not too well.
If not, they're going to become like the Vandervillains. They're going to be broken up, and one of them's going to be getting released.
Exactly.
So, but there was quite a few, quite a few more. There are people that got added to SmackDown. One of them being Jinder Mahal. Jinder
Yes.
Mahal, we found out that he got added to SmackDown because they ended up telling everybody, hey, Mojo Rawlings is going to be facing Jinder Mahal.
And I think that rivalry is about to begin
Yes,
because apparently it started from WrestleMania when one of Mojo Rawley's friends, from the Patriots, he basically went ahead and tackled Jinder Mahal.
which caused Raleigh, to win the
Which yeah,
Andre the Giant.
which and then Raleigh went ahead and won the Andre the Giant Memorial, and that's why Jinder Mahal. I mean, that's why Jinder Mahal doesn't like Raleigh, but I don't know. I don't see too much in that storyline, to be honest. Like all I see is the fact that he took away that opportunity for the Andre the Giant Memorial. But
I think
I don't like I see the aggression that Jinder Mahal has, but I don't see like maybe it's because he doesn't have good matches. That's why I don't see him as a good wrestler yet. But as of right now, I don't think he's that great. He's that great of wrestler,
Well,
basically.
he does put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Comparing him to when he was in WWE, I believe it was 2005
Hmm.
to now, definitely worked his butt off to
Yes.
get the physique that he wanted, so that way he can be like, you know what, I got it. I want to become a top guy. Right now, he is not a top guy. He's a low guy. He's facing Mojo Rawlings, so that's a big that's a good start to be in on SmackDown.
Yeah, because Mojo
So
Rawley, after the Andre the Giant Memorial, I feel like he kind of moved up to mid card rather than lower
yeah,
card. Because I mean, he was in the tag team and then he went alone. He started out bottom. Now after the Andre the Giant Memorial is mid card. So for him to go against the mid card, I mean that's not too bad. He lost though.
I'm still
So
waiting for Zack Ryder to come back, which is his tag team partner. So if his tag team partner ever comes back, or hopefully they don't tell him to hold on until another pay per view.
yeah, I don't know. That's just talking about Jinder Mahal. To be honest, yeah, he's not a real wrestler. But anyways,
Better.
let's let's go on to the women's division. Okay, Shane O'Mac. Whew. He went ahead and made an announcement today about the women's division, letting us know who's going to be part of the women's division. There was two women that were picked. Okay, one of them, it was more of a return, and her name was Tamina. She's a second generation superstar, and she was there before. She was with Naomi though, so we're gonna see how that's gonna factor into the whole Naomi with the whole glow thing. And once that does happen, hopefully we see a good rivalry there. Because right now, as of right now, there's no rivalries within the women's division after the last pay per view.
Yeah, she what's her name? Tamina.
Yes,
She was well, from what I know of her, she was briefly in WWE. She was part of the little clique back
she
when
was
she
like a Nia
was.
Jax though. She was like a
Yeah,
Nia Jax
but
because she's big. Yeah.
yeah, but she wasn't really that up there. That's exactly why I don't know that well on who she is. What I do know is that she is what is the daughter of Superfly.
Yes, that's
If
true.
you guys watch
So maybe
WWE back in the day, he was a pretty good wrestler.
that's true. And speaking of an old wrestler, we have another wrestler
Second generation again.
that in the women's division. David, your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite. And I told you guys it was gonna happen. If I did not, then I knew in my head that she was gonna come to SmackDown, which is
Not
Charlotte.
Sasha Banks.
It was
Anyways,
it was Charlotte Flair. All right, Charlotte Flair. She wrestled last night against Nia Jax, and I was definitely not expecting her to go to SmackDown after her match yesterday. But she didn't have to fight today, so I was pretty happy that they just announced her. She came out, showed her face, and I was really happy because even though she was a top superstar, on Raw,
mhm.
at least they're gonna give her a chance on SmackDown to bring up the ratings at least for the women's division because on SmackDown the women's division is pretty small compared to Raw. So I want to see at least a little bit more from the SmackDown roster for the for the women.
Yeah, I mean, with Charlotte Flair being there, as the queen, you know, they're gonna be definitely that takes the women's division up. Woo!
I just had to do that.
Anyways, but the thing I'm wondering is, are they gonna give her a title shot right away for the gold, or is she gonna have to work her way up? Because I know Tamina is, and Tamina, maybe she, like I said, maybe she's looking at
She's the
Jax.
daughter of Ric Flair. She already has that title match without
Yeah,
even
but
fighting anyone.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to work your way up. She's new. She's new. They're gonna look at her as a new person, and with her being a new person, it's like, hey, you know, you gotta get to the back of the line, kind of thing.
The one rivalry I do want to see is Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
They used to be part of the Four Horsemen, if you didn't know, on NXT when they were on NXT.
Yes.
But I kind of wanted Sasha to be at SmackDown, not gonna lie. And I'm pretty sure that the audience wanted to see Sasha Banks. From judging from what they were chanting, which was Sasha Banks, they wanted her on SmackDown as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Definitely.
moving on to the next person.
There were to the next person, but these people they did not. If they were there, they didn't really show them. They did show, pictures of them or videos, promos of them coming back. One of which is Sin Cara. And Sin Cara, he is, to me, he's just a replacement of Kalisto.
Yes.
Like, Kalisto went to Raw, and, Sin Cara went to SmackDown. It's just one of those things where it's like, all right, we're just gonna switch you two, and that's it.
To be honest, they should just be on the cruiserweights.
They should, but
they have the technique for it.
Yes, but it just depends on them, I believe, if they want to, because if they want to be in the cruiserweight division, I think that they should be entitled to. They don't really have to ask, and if they don't ask, or if they don't go out on the ring and go like, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge you for the cruiserweight title to Neville," then it's because they want to face other people, not just stay in the cruiserweight division. Because then after that, it just
it makes them better as a wrestler. That's true.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Kalisto or Sin Cara with any gold around their waist in so long that I just feel like they're just the botch matches now. They have a lot of technique. They have a lot of potential. And hopefully this switch kind of changes that for them, for both of them. But moving on to the next wrestler we're going to look at is the Bulgarian Brute. It is Rusev. He will be joining the SmackDown roster. Now, Rusev is a big guy, and he was a top card on Raw for a long time.
For those of you who don't know who this guy is, he talks like he's Russian, looks like he's Mexican, and he's just, I don't know.
I don't even think he's either or. But
probably
either
not.
way,
he's probably Italian.
But either way, this guy, I feel like he's gonna change it up a little bit there. He does, like I said, the matches that he had on Raw, they were pretty good. He has a lot of potential there on SmackDown as well.
Yep.
They stopped using him though as a higher card on Raw, which was pretty surprising. But then started focusing more on from Rusev to taking on the tag teams, by himself.
Yeah.
And that's when Jinder Mahal came into play or whatnot. I mean, we can probably see a Jinder Mahal and a Rusev rivalry again on SmackDown. But we're gonna have to wait for that. What do you think about Rusev other than that? What I just said.
Well, I don't really think much about Rusev, but I am happy to see Lana coming back with. The thing is that they promoted her without him, so I believe that she might be part of the women's division sooner rather than later. But you never know,
and we'll definitely get the crowd to chant Lana.
I think the fact that she was with Rusev, people wanted Lana instead of Rusev. I think that's exactly why WWE thought like, okay, we're gonna put you by yourself and see how that goes. Because for some reason, I think I did see something on WWE.com that they interviewed her.
Yeah.
And she did say that she was wanting a match with someone. I'm not sure who. Maybe it was either Stephanie McMahon, like a dream match kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or someone else. But
no, she She did mention on Total Bellas not Total Bellas. I'm sorry, on the on Total Divas that she wanted a piece of that women's champion
Yeah.
of that women's gold. So I think yes, we're gonna be seeing Lana more often on the women's division, but when? That's my question.
It did say coming
When are we gonna
soon,
see
so
that?
hopefully it's not another Emelina where they do a makeover
No,
on her.
no,
She
not
comes back, and then
yeah,
after that she has to go
but
back
not
and do
even
another
not even
makeover.
Emelina. Look at Eva Marie.
Yeah,
She was supposed to wrestle, made an appearance, and then left, and then she made an appearance again. Her bra fell off before the match, and then she had to leave again. Never came back.
let's be real though. Let's be real. If Carmella can wrestle, I'm pretty sure Lana can wrestle because she's not really high up there. I mean, she's basically
Well,
she's
maybe that's where Lana's gonna start with Carmella.
hopefully because she's basically as low as Ellsworth is right now,
True.
and that's just bad. You don't want to be there.
I don't know what to say about Ellsworth. His contract needs
Something
to end
else.
soon.
Something else, that's for sure.
But the last people that they announced on SmackDown today to be switched over from Raw to SmackDown is
New Day.
Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
Yep. New Day is now a part of SmackDown. I kind of saw that coming in the way. Why, you might ask? Actually, you probably
Why,
wouldn't.
David?
It is because they weren't even going after the gold anymore. They really weren't. They weren't trying to go for the gold. I mean, they were hosts for WrestleMania, one of the biggest stages of them all, you know? And they didn't really care. They were more happy about
They didn't
being
even have a
hosts.
match. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were the hosts.
so they were more happy about being the host. So the fact that that said something, it meant like, okay, WWE told them, okay, hey, you guys aren't gonna have a story anymore. You guys are gonna just, wrestle here and there, just to get seats filled up,
Yep.
and then you're gonna get moved to SmackDown. So that's initially what
Well,
I thought.
Well, the whole crowd loves them. The whole crowd loves New Day. They like Xavier Woods, Big E, and then Kofi Kingston. Now, Kofi Kingston is going to be out because of the injury that he sustained from the rivalry. I mean, the rivals, I'm sorry. And so right now, we're only going to have Xavier Woods and Big E. Now,
Yep.
what I want to know is who they're going to be facing off first. Because Epico and Primo, they made it very clear that they want to be on the high cards right away. Given the fact that they went after the tag team champs and the former tag team champs.
Yep.
So who is the New Day going to face off this time? Because I mean, I would assume it would be like American Alpha right away. I mean, the technique is there for both of them. You got Kofi Kingston and you got Xavier Woods, who are excellent. They have a lot of talent, and then you got Big E, who's the big guy.
Yes, but let's say Usos lose their titles. Are they gonna go back down, or are they gonna be facing someone like Primo and Epico?
That's true. I mean, they might be facing someone like Primo and Ipago, and then they can make maybe they can make a storyline where it's like family versus family.
Yep.
Give it like I don't know, Samoans versus Puerto Ricans. I don't know, you name it. Just put the title on that match, and maybe it can sell.
Yep.
But the Usos are definitely gonna bring them up. That's for sure. If they do that, and I mean, as far as everybody being anybody else being added to the SmackDown roster for right now, that's about it, folks. So,
Well, for the newcomers that came last week, those are the people.
that's true.
The Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. All right,
He's on SmackDown now.
he is on SmackDown. He came from NXT. If you guys ever see SmackDown, whenever they go like 10, 10, that's Ty Dillinger started that chant. I'm guessing because
He's the perfect 10.
perfect 10.
Which, I mean, in the past 2 weeks, he has shown that he does have the talent, a wrestling talent,
Yep.
Better than Kurt Hawkins, that's for sure. But the other new person on SmackDown from NXT, which has an awesome entrance, I must say, and his music, awesome as well. It is David
Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura. That guy, he is awesome. Like I like his music. I like
He's
his
weird.
style.
He's weird, but I like that weirdness.
That's what I like. The weirdness. I I would have never have guessed that he was gonna go be on SmackDown, but he ended up showing up
I
last
think
week.
he's like the Chinese version of the Joker, to be honest, because that's exactly what he was portraying, like today at least.
Yeah.
Because last week he didn't really talk; he just entered, and then boom, I'm here. Uh, then that was the end of it. You
Yeah.
know, he didn't talk or anything.
He didn't have to talk.
Yeah, and the thing is that today, once he showed up, Dolph Ziggler,
Everybody.
yeah, Dolph Ziggler was talking, and then after he showed up, he didn't say a word for at least 2 or 3 minutes, and guess what happened? People just started, humming his song. You can hear it through the TV, so it was really loud.
Mm-hmm.
The whole arena was singing it or humming it, and he only said what, two
Yep.
sentences, and that was it. Like to have an ovation like that, that's just saying something, And
That means that you're a fantastic wrestler.
yep,
He probably has a chance to go phenomenal, but there's only one phenomenal one until he retires.
yep.
That ain't gonna happen.
I guess so.
But
We'll see.
anyways,
We'll see.
Nakamura definitely gonna change up the division on SmackDown. What I really want to see is Nakamura against AJ Styles.
That would be
I
an
feel like
interesting
those
match.
two styles. I feel like those two wrestlers, the wrestling styles that they have, I feel like they're when they clash, it's gonna be something explosive, something that everybody's gonna want to see.
Yep.
Everybody
Yep.
loves AJ Styles. Everybody likes Nakamura, but there can only be one winner.
So who are they going to be chanting for?
AJ
It's gonna
Styles.
It's gonna be another AJ Styles versus John Cena kind of thing, Where
Well, I mean, the thing is that John Cena was a face that runs the place, and AJ Styles is a champ that runs the camp. So how are you gonna compare those two, bro?
well, it's because
You can't compare them.
they're both icons now.
Yeah, but AJ Styles always comes out on top. That's
well, the only thing is to see next week and see what happens.
it. Yes,
But
ahead.
that was a twin thing, by the way. So that is going to be concluding this episode, which is 2.1. I'm going to call it only because this was the part 2 of the shakeup that happened today.
That's correct.
And we are going to talk about the matches that happened on Raw and SmackDown.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing it live yet. We most likely will be. So tune in tomorrow. We will let you know on what time. Most likely, we will be doing it around 6 or 7.
Yes.
All right. That's like the ideal time. So the only reason why I say that now is because that way you guys know, and that way we're not letting you know like an hour before. So hopefully.
So stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yep.
And watch out for any posts that we might put up, stating what actual time we're gonna start. And not only that, but like and subscribe to our channel, man. Share it, share it, share it. And if you or your friends like wrestling, go ahead and show them. Show them our show. And
even if you don't watch wrestling, just share it.
There you go.
All right? Because maybe your friends will like wrestling.
Trust
Maybe
me,
they're going to like watching our talk show.
Trust me, there's a lot of people that like wrestling but don't like to admit it. And I've seen it. So,
yeah. Stop being in the closet, guys. Stop it.
I don't know about that reference. But we will see you tomorrow, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right. That concludes our show. Peace out, guys. If I can get this off.